Hey y'all, it's the Calming Corner Show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's get into it. Hey Soul Family, back again. I'm your girl Erica, your favorite Astro Homegirl. And this one is going to be an update, guys, on the Milagro'S, because of course they ended court yesterday and they got the verdict in with the court case with her and Meg'S Stallion. And of course, Tory Lanez is intertwined into why all this came about, okay? So welcome back, if you've been riding with me. And welcome for those that are new. And for those that are new, just know I always like to get into a little bit of the astrology first before we get into down to business and into the cards and the reading, okay? So, since we already, guys, actually, have already done a reading, and for those, if you get a chance, go back. I think it's in the live portion to go back and check out the reading that I did on Milagro, Tory, and Megan. So it's a little long, but it's worth a listen. Trust me. Go back and take a look, see. And, you'll be able to hear a lot of the things. What I will do is, in this video, reading right here, I will do a playback because I'm going to get you guys caught up to speed. That's what I always do. That's the goal. So, for those that are new and coming in, that don't know what's going on, it gets them up to speed. For those that haven't had a chance to hear what Milagro had to say, or, any of the updates of the outcome of the verdict yesterday, I'm going to do playbacks of all of those for you guys, okay? So for this particular, what we're doing right now with this update reading, I don't have to necessarily pull birth charts because we've already done that in the previous reading. So this is going to be like an extension, outdating up, outcome and update. And I'm also going to play back when I did the reading on the portion of the outcome with Milagro, okay? And so I'm so glad that it, worked out the way that it did. I knew it would. I read the cards as such. And I want you guys to be able to hear, just a snippet of course, when I did the reading on Milagro's verdict outcome. So we're talking about current transits right now, since we already, have done the birth chart situation. We know that Megan is a Aquarius sun, okay? And we also know that, and she has a Leo moon. Now, based on this chart, it's saying that she has a Taurus rising, okay? We know, we don't have a birth chart for Milagro, but we know that she's a Libra sun, okay? And also, Tory Lanez is I know he's a Leo sun, birthday 727. I can't never forget that because that's Uncle Mooney's birthday. Rest in peace, Uncle Mooney. And it's also young Dolph. So shout out to a real one, Dolph. But let's pull up Tory's real quick, okay? Because I had pulled up, I knew that much because I was looking at the chart for Megan because of the outcome. So let's see. Tory, okay, Leo sun, Cancer moon, okay? All right? And it doesn't have, nose itching. It's like we're gonna find some messages out every time. It never fails when I do the reading. I promise you, it's crazy. So Leo sun, Cancer moon, doesn't have his rising on this one. But the transit is the same. So let's just talk about the energy they in before we get into the cards. And I'm going to check this site to see if it has his rising or ascendant. Okay. You can't really tell. But this one, so that must be a different chart, okay? So here he is a Leo sun, Gemini moon. All right. And to me, in the way that I read, which is this like traditional tropical chart, it makes more sense, okay? I'm going to double check too for Megan's because the transits don't change, but I want to see what they have for this particular site too, because this is the one that I can, it's different ones. It's like Placidus, it's, all the things. So this one, okay, sun in Aquarius, so she has a Leo moon, okay? And I like to always point that out with her Leo moon energy, because that's the energy of, let me go back. Okay. The Leo moon energy for her, and Tori being a Leo sun, that is a soulmate energy, guys, okay? So that's why I had to pause, because I was like, okay, but I'm still trying to pull up the current transits again so we can get into it, and then we can get down to business and get into these cards and the updates, okay? So right now, again, these two, you know, that is the issue. If you did any follow-ups with the case, following this whole situation from the fallout in the beginning with the whole, you know, pow-powing of Tory Lanez, even though I'm going to still say allegedly, because I've been following it, and I don't feel like, you know, he did not pow-pow her, you know. She has, to me, and let's get into the transits and let's talk about it. Okay, so right now, for all three of them, the sun is in Sagittarius. So it's interesting because, again, happy birthday to my Sagittarius season, and Sag is ruled by Jupiter, okay? So Sagittarius is about truth, you know, and that's where we are right now. Also, it's about, you know, discovery, you know, and discovering oneself, discovering, you know, deeper spiritual beliefs, also having some spiritual awakenings for a lot of you. And that goes for us all while we in this energy of this Sagittarius sun energy right now in this particular transit, okay? The moon is in Taurus. So Taurus is about is the resources, the money, the OWO. And if you watch my, you know, videos, you know that I always stated, and OWO means money in Ifa, all right? So that's why I say OWO. But Taurus is five senses, you know, taste, food, all the good things. Remember that. Ruled by Venus, and by it being in the moon energy, you know, money situations come out, and that goes for us in the world in general. As you know, with Taurus coming in, like Uranus and all of that, at a few, you know, at a few weeks ago, or at the top of last month, in that energy, we have a shakeup in resources, which represents the food stamps, the EBT programs, you know, the TSA, you know, resources, money, whatever that looks like. And so they had this legal case, money situations, where this was what this was about. Meg'S suing Milagro, you know, over defamation, and feeling like, you know, she couldn't move forward and work for whatever reason, she says, for suing Milagro for the thing. So money, 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 okay? Mercury and Scorpio energy, okay? It gets interesting now, because Mercury is communication, and in this Scorpio energy right now, this time, secrets come out. And I think it's safe to say, we're going to get down to some more readings. Tamar, you know, hey, that came out, didn't it? Pow pow, with her and Mendices, you know, and her and her missing teeth and all the things, okay? Also, just like I said, more secrets are going to come out in this time frame. So just get ready. You know, a lot of more energy coming out with Candy and Todd and all the things. So this situation, more things are going to be revealed as well. And that goes for all of them. And it could be individually in their personal lives, individually, not necessarily this particular case, because again, it closed out yesterday, okay? So then you have Venus and Sagittarius, which is explorative, but also, again, it's going to be some spiritual, you know, awakenings, you know, and I'm talking about where truth and learning lessons are going to be, you know, this is happening in this energy space, okay? Exploring new territory, whatever that looks like for each one of them, all right? The Jupiter is in Cancer, so this is a time of expansion and blessings and abundance. It could be a time where someone could be, and you know, like they say, instead of having a baby or getting pregnant at this time with Jupiter in Cancer. Remember that, okay? Because Cancer is, you know, ruled by the moon. That's the mother, okay? The womb, Cancer is, you know, mother. All right. So also you have Saturn in Pisces, okay? So that's, you know, one thing about Saturn, again, I always say karma starts now, baby. It starts now, all right? The clock has started to click. So karma starting now. Lessons are being learned. New routines, new structures, new things are being put in place, okay? You can have restrictions in your career, or you can have a level up in your career. Remember, Saturn rewards hard work and truth and ethics and planning, okay? So Saturn don't reward BS, because Saturn is karma, all right? So for each one person, the karma, you know, karma clock starts today. And for the ones that's been on the upright, guess what? The rewards are going to come in abundance. But those that have not, they're going to start to see lessons and what the karma about to knock on your door, baby. Get ready. All right? With that Uranus and Taurus, again, I said the shake up in finances. So someone could be having situations of, Uranus is a shock factor. So it could be a quick blessing of money and a breakthrough of someone coming in and taking care of everything that you just may have taken a small loss from. But then again, Uranus is like, that's the planet of like electric shock is what they, you know, compare it to. So this could be someone's finances and how they generate their money in the, remember, Pisces is the industry, creativity, Saturn is there. So the lessons gonna start to come, and your career could what? Take a nosedive, okay? Get ready. We're gonna watch and see how this all plays out, okay? As well as Pluto being in Aquarius, you know, that's transformations in your life, okay? And Meg, of course, is an Aquarius sun. So she will start to experience some transformations, okay? In a lot of different areas, all right? Chiron is the womb, and it's in Aries. Remember, Aries is about your identity. I always say that if you watch me, your avatar, who you show up as in the world. With the womb energy being in Aries right now, it's all about how your identity, you know, how you're feeling about self, okay? It could be self-doubt. It could be, you know, basically even how you communicating and how you show up in your own, you know, as your personal self, and people not perceiving it well. You get what I'm saying? So it's like an identity crisis type of vibe energy, if you can catch me. All right. So that is the current transit, and just wanted to kind of throw that out there so we can get into the cards. So what I'm going to do first, and I'm going to take a pause, and I'm gonna show first. I will we'll talk about the outcome. I'll show the video of Milagro, you know, shout out to TMZ, okay? She's gonna be coming out the courthouse right after it was over, and then we'll go into the next one, and I'll give shout outs to all the clips because I want you guys to go and follow these people so you guys can stay up to date with everything, okay? And I know that I'm going to also play the snippet interview. So shout out to @Armand Wiggins, where you can hear Milagro speaking, you know, also even further on how she felt about the outcome and the situation of the case. And then we're going to get into the cards, and we're going to, I guess we can start with Milagro first. Then we'll get into Meg and her current energy going forward for her after this has all ended. And I guess we can kind of tie into her, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It could just be quick few cards, but we get the gist of it. So let's get into the updates, guys. All right, ride with me, okay?
Jury has now found social media commentator and blogger Milagro Cooper guilty of defaming rapper Megan Thee Stallion during the trial. Her legal name, by the way, is Megan Pete. She testified that Cooper participated in this targeted and coordinated social media campaign to harass, intimidate, and defame her in concert with rapper Tory Lanez, who was convicted of shooting and injuring her back in 2020. Legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer here once again as we sort of read through what's happened here. Brian, what do we know?
Yeah, so Milagro Cooper was found liable, not guilty. This is a civil case for 3 different claims: defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and something that's unique to Florida, and that's using those deep fake adult pictures of Megan Thee Stallion that were fake in AI. Now, overall, we're seeing, as you kind of break it down, it's a total of $75,000 in damages. Megan Thee Stallion never listed how much she was actually looking for in this case, but that's a number that the jury came up with. But here's a bit of the twist, and probably is more interesting to us in the media. One of the questions that the jurors were interested or tasked to decide is whether or not Cooper is what's called a media defendant, a blogger who acts more like you, Kira, like a person in the media. And they were kind of mixed in that decision. So now it's going to go to the judge to decide whether or not Cooper is a media defendant. And the way that affects, one, how bloggers operate going forward is going to be one thing, but it also affects Megan Thee Stallion, because if this is a media defendant, then they were not given the proper notice, and that defamation lawsuit could actually be thrown out. Or the defamation claim, just the claim, not the other 2.
Milagro, anything you'd like to say?
Thank you guys for coming out every day. It's over. Shout out to New Media. And that's it. Hey.
Are you glad with the verdict? What do you think of the verdict?
I just want to thank all the jurors, everybody who participated, and I'm happy it's over.
So what's next for you?
The sky's the limit, honestly.
How are you going to handle the financial?
So I can talk to y'all real quick. Yeah, I think, was this wig sliding back, bitch? I don't know. Hey, Mob reigns supreme. Yeah, long way. I love you too. Somebody said we rooting for you. Don't I know it? Real support. Thank you. I love you too. It's good. It's good. Shamika said, I'm sending you $20 when I get paid. Yeah. Do that for me. Okay. Hey. We must praise God at all times. All times. Yeah. So, thank you. I feel the love and the positivity. Honestly, the only thing that I wanted to say to you guys was thank you. I am filled with so much gratitude because so many of you guys have supported me in real life. You know, y'all are real people. Y'all done came up to the courthouse and been able to hug on me and love on me. Y'all have sent me so many encouraging words, not just today, but today included. And I'm so thankful to you. I feel so grateful. Like, I can't even put into words how ecstatic I am and how grateful I am to have people like you in my corner. Y'all are every fucking thing. Honestly, that was it. I just want to tell y'all thank you because y'all so fucking real, you know? And the mob reigns supreme, and New Media is something that a lot of people did not understand, but certain things have to happen so that things can be solidified. And I think that one of the biggest things in this whole situation is the fact that the jury was left to decide if, you know, the spaces that we operate in deserve a certain type of respect. And they decided that we do. And I think that's a big deal. So I'm so happy about that. And yeah, I'm just really, really grateful, you know. But what else do I want to say? I don't want to say too much, obviously. But I think that I'm very content with the people that fuck with me because I know we see each other. So what's understood don't have to be explained. So I don't feel the need to get up and do the rah-rah whoop-de-doo. You understand? So I'm happy. I'm happy. And I'm grateful. They said the people's princess. You're from the hood. Right. So I'm gonna start working on my mixtape. because apparently the only place where you can bully people and talk crazy and pop shit is in the studio, but anywhere else is off limits, you know. So I'm gonna go get on my mixtape shit and make sure I channel all my energy into my raps and put that out and let that be artistic expression. But I love you guys so much. I hope that y'all can see the bigger picture and that you understand what new media is. I hope that you understand that the things that we do and the work that we put in is valuable. And yeah, solid bitches, they ain't built, they born. You understand?
Lady of the hour coming to the stage. It has been an interesting 2 weeks, or hell, year. Without further ado, let's get Milagro''s in the building. New media, what's the tea?
Yeah. Hey, Armand.
Wow, you did it. You went through it.
I went through it, and then God is good.
You know what? First of all, I'm just gonna say, girl, one thing I'll tell you about you really did a great job speaking on that stand. Like, you were
Thank
so
you.
articulate. You were so, like, I don't know. You were a different person on that stand. I was impressed.
I'm
really,
a different
really
person
impressed.
in my day to day. You know, we get up and we have a show to do. It is for entertainment purposes. If people wanted to watch paint dry, they go to Home Depot, okay, and go and get in front of a damn wall. So we have a job to do, and I think that we deliver. And I think that I'm listening to these different people on your live, and they don't understand. You cheering about what's going on with me, nigga. All you niggas is about to be liable. You better watch your mouth. Because if somebody can come at me for my opinions about things, what the hell you think you doing? And like, how easy would it be for me or anybody else to come against you? So I don't think they understand the bigger picture. Too many people are obsessed with humbling people that they feel like that they can't fuck with, or that they feel like has a big voice, or that they deem as what, the bully in school or what. I don't know. But there are too many people obsessed with a downfall of me or people like me, and I don't agree with that. And I want to say, in terms of this idea that I became too invested, I'm very invested in my community. Black men, black women, black children. You know, it said protect black women, and that was pushed to the public. I don't single out women. Our children deserve to be protected. Our black men deserve to be protected. Our black women deserve to be protected. So all I did was stand up for something that I believed in. Nothing less, nothing more. Anything about her family or anything else, babe, there's a video from Geneva's Closet, I believe. Go watch it, where they lay out the different things about her family and whoop through the whoop. Y'all keep on trying to throw all this different shit on me when I have already addressed where things came from. Myron Gaines put out that police report initially. I wasn't looking for that. Karim said, reach out to me if you want to talk to me about what I'm asserting about what happened down in San Antonio. I didn't seek him out. You know, anything about her family, anything else, child, like I said, go to Geneva's Closet and watch that video. The same way people keep up with celebrities and do celebrity MTV cribs and shit like that. Stop acting like there was some type of particular interest taken in this person. No, it was not, and it was not that deep at all. So I think that people have a misconception because I'm a passionate speaker, you know, and I talk hard and shit like that, but I don't think I should be penalized for who I am. You know what I'm saying? Especially when these people get up here and be so upfront about what they feel about me. Make it make sense. So I
What
feel
did
like
you What did
today,
you think about the jury? Like, how do you think what made you? Because it took a long time though, so I felt like they were going back and forth. In your opinion, ultimately, what do you think made the jury go lean towards the favor of her? Like,
yeah, I think that they were going back and forth about all them questions. I think a lot was left to the jury that should have been left to the judge. I think the judge should have made a ruling on the media defended thing. There were a lot of questions that those people had to answer. These are everyday people. So I respect and appreciate the time that they gave that were away from their families. And all I can do is say thank you for what they gave to it, regardless of if I agree or not. But
and also because I don't know, because I'm hearing 59K, 75K. Can you clear this up? Like, did they drop the defamation? Is it 59K? Like, was
okay,
it
so the
75K?
jury decided that I am a media defendant.
Amen.
Which means that ultimately they had said we would give 15,000 for the defamation. Okay, the overall sum was about 75. Well, because I'm considered a media defendant, that knocks off the defamation. So any headline you see that says that Megan won her defamation suit, that is incorrect. That is not correct, because the media defendant status means I should have been served properly. They wanted to mark me as a social media grifter. I am not that. The jury, which it was left to them, it was decided by her side that they would choose if I was that. And they said, yes, she is. So, with that being said, the defamation portion was lost.
Oh, officially.
The
So that's officially
the
lost.
per the jury, as of right now, the
Okay.
judge, they're going to do what they want to do and file something and contest it. So the judge could come back and assert something. But how likely would it be that she would go against her previous ruling where she said let the jury decide and they decided and say no? So
Yes, I
at
was
this
there.
point, okay, right. So at this point, it is 59,000 because that is minus the 15 for defamation. Defamation was lost.
Now, are they saying that you're going to have to pay these legal fees? I'm seeing a lot of different things people are adding on to it. Are you going to have to pay lawyer fees? Like, is that a thing?
I'll have to see how that works moving forward. But for right now, the number is the 59.
Oh, well, girl, you
I
can
know that for
fundraise. You can fundraise that tonight. The other thing is, I was gonna say, so there's the 59K. Okay. Can you not talk about her anymore? Were there any rules like that, or is there like a gag order? Are you
No,
talking about her?
no. The gag order that was present during the case is over with now because the case has ended.
Mm-hmm.
There are no stipulations on that, you know? So if I want to move forward and discuss whatever, I can. Now, what I will tell you is I'm choosing not to, you know? Megan has branded herself as Regina George, which is supposed to be the ultimate bully. I'm really confused as to how she can get on raps and talk crazy and do this and do that and then turn around and do something like this. But at the end of the day, she feels like, you know, she's been hurt by different things. So I'm going to move forward without her as content. You know, life goes on. I've been under a gag order and have still had a show without commenting on her. That's not hard. I had a show before she was popular. I have a show moving forward. So it is going to be my choice to let her exist without me giving commentary on her. That's what I'm choosing to do. But there is no order that says I cannot speak about her or talk about this case or anything. No.
Did you feel targeted, like, in any way, because they kept bringing up Aiden Ross, academics, Joe Budden, and all these other people? Why do you feel like it was you?
I think that a lot of people believe that there was some type of relationship of a sexual nature with Tori. And I think that as she said in her own words, you know, she's a woman and she did not like my photographs with his father and with him and stuff like that. So you know, people got up and testified that they've been hearing about me being sued since January of 2024. I absolutely feel like I was targeted. There are bigger platforms that have said much more. I'm hearing people say, well, other platforms didn't go as hard. That is not true. There have been people who have consistently spoken about this case, consistently spoken about their viewpoints, and that's been ever present in this space. So I definitely feel targeted in that way. You know, but it is what it is because we all have to own what we do. So at the end of the day, I think the biggest win was for new media to be
Yes.
recognized as new media and for us to solidify that space. That is the biggest thing because going
A
into
lot
the
of people did not want you to get that. I'm telling you
of
this. There
course
was a
they did, but
lot of
to their own
journalists that did
detriment.
not want you to
Understand?
have that. They did not
We
want you to have
deserve
that.
that. You done set up and pay for all that equipment. You working hard. You spending your money. You're going out. You're taking notes and you're reporting. Why don't you get to do that? Because they want to gatekeep. So this was a win for us, whichever way you want to spin it. This was big for us. So I'm grateful. New media is here and we're being recognized. And now that is solidified.
Yeah, it is respected as the fact that,
And
hey,
it will be respected.
you can't just throw out a lawsuit. We are protected by the same media, protections. So, and they have to give that to us. So I thought that was huge because, this is different from the Tasha K case where it just was like, these new media people are just complete liars and trash and all of this. At least you did come
Right.
out with some sort of
Right.
win and respect,
Right.
And so
Right.
I thought that was good. I thought that was good. Now, let me ask you this. When we were in court, like when you would hear the audio of you going, like, and they playing it loud like that, like when you would hear that shit, like what would you be thinking? Like when they would play that, when you would be carrying on like that, how did you
You know what I was
feel?
thinking? That child, they ain't gonna get it. I'm sitting up here thinking it's a celebrity sitting in here. They gonna think I'm so mean and so this and so that because they don't understand. Um, so it was difficult because you do commentary.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you can understand. It don't be that deep. We're doing commentary and talking about it. We might get a little theatrical in the way that we expressing it,
Mm-hmm.
this and that, but it don't. You turn it off and you're going about your business. I do think that we have generational gaps, and I felt like, child, they sitting up here listening to this shit. They ain't about to get it. They finna think I'm crazy as hell. So I was kind of covering my ears, like, oh Lord, this
Yes,
now bad,
and the
honey.
way that they would crop that,
The
girl, I
way
was
they
like,
was clipping it though,
ooh.
exactly. So
The
I
way that
definitely
they
felt
was
like, sure,
cropping
this
that, I
don't
was like, girl,
sound
she
good,
out of
baby.
here. Now, let me ask you this other question. As you're
Okay.
sitting there and
Mm-hmm.
Megan Thee Stallion is there
Mm-hmm.
and she's on the stand and she says, I don't think Milagro is a good person. I think she's a bad person.
Oh.
Like, how did you, like, you know what I mean? Like, did that make you feel like, damn, you really think I'm a bad person? Like, you know what I mean? How did that make
You know
you
what you gotta do?
feel?
You gotta consider your source. So I wish I would take something she said and let it make me feel away. Child, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it meant nothing to me. My children know I'm a good person. The people in my life know I'm a good person. The people that support me know I'm a good person. A lot of people say a lot of things about her, you know? So shit. An opinion in a sea of many.
Well, I think that, and shout out to your legal team.
That's when the whole Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez shooting happened.
Yeah.
And you claim that Megan gave you head after that?
Yeah, I got at her, you know. You okay? I come check on you.
What?
Come rub your feet or something.
Oh, nah, this is diabolical. So after Meg got shot, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. This when I realized Blueface is a dog. Yo, the type of nigga, there's a few type of niggas who, like, a lot of men are dogs, but there's a different type of dog that, they realize you have a death in the family. They try to console you and punch some dick up in your stomach on some Kevin Gates shit. This nigga realized or hears that she got shot, and he's saying, fuck the bullet and fuck your leg. Your mouth still work. You can suck my, like, come on, this is crazy. Blueface one of them niggas.
They didn't have whatever document that they didn't have at the time when they got shut down.
Well, right around this time, that's when the whole Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez shooting happened.
Yeah.
And you claim that Megan gave you head after that?
Yeah, I got at her, you know. You okay? I come check on you. Come rub your feet or something.
Rub your feet.
So yeah,
she got shot in the foot.
That nigga said.
Comes out. The truth comes out. Okay? Because this is the card about gossip too, when it's in reverse, right? But she has a right to gossip and report the news. She got a right to do that. There's just like Trump trying to come for Jimmy Kimmel. Who are you to say what somebody can and can't say about you? We live in a world of free speech. I mean, there's people that say things about me or anybody, for that matter, every day that we don't like. But what difference does that make? You get what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know, you can say what you want to say, but to go to the extremes like this is insane. So this is the energy of the situation with Milagro. This is the court case. This is the hierophant. This is the institution. And it lets you know that it's unfair. It's like the odds are stacked against her in a sense, right? When you see the hierophant in reverse, that's the, underhanded, which you can't see. You get what I'm saying? Things working against her, all right? But this is also, to me, you can look at it one or two ways when the hierophant is in reverse. Hey, Jacqueline 707, I can't see what you said. Let me see if I can go down in the comments. Oh, hey, I see the eyes. What's up? Okay, so like I said, with the hierophant coming up in reverse, it can be one or two ways. This is Millie saying, hey, I got freedom of speech. She came in there with her head held high. You get what I'm saying? She came in there standing on business, right? Going against the grain. I'm unapologetic for what I do and doing my job. It can represent some things might have gotten out of hand in the energy, right? But this also represents, just kind of like some things could have been misconception in a sense, or misconstrued by the way that they were communicated, okay? So that's what that looks like. And then this also looks like how, the judge or situation is to go against her, trying to go against her. But even with the energy of that Hierophant in reverse, which is the institution, the court, it's the energy of the star here, okay? So it's still two positive cards that are going to work in her favor, okay? Even if she have to take a small little something, it's going to be some positive that comes out of this for Millie. And I'm glad to see that, right? Because this is the card of coming clean. This is the card of, the secrets come out, things come out, right? Things get revealed when you see the Seven of Swords, because this is deception. So deception revealed, right? It comes out. But also, this is the energy too, when you see that Seven of Swords in reverse, guys, this is about switching up the strategy. So something gonna click with Millie, right? Where she gonna switch up the strategy, okay? When it comes to this institution of the powers of be that's trying to come against her. Y'all see that? Millie, go watch Reasonable Doubt, girl. Did y'all watch it? It was good. Catch some pointers, right? On how Ozzy handled that thing. So switch up the strategy, but she got it, because look, it's some good energy coming out of it. Now, Page of Pentacles in reverse, it might be something give or take. Like I said, it might be something little for her, right? Because Pentacles small is that one thing. So even if she got some kickback or even one little bit of something that doesn't go in her favor, she got way more that is gonna go in her favor, okay? But this is just the energy of, who wouldn't feel down having to go in there and deal with all this bull crap? You see that? It's just how she feeling right now. But she got her head held high. But this is the energy of her with the conflict, because this is the conflict, right? Her, Meg, the court case, Tori, the mess, the messages. And I'm going to tell you something. This has caused her mental stress. She a strong girl. But it has been stressful for her, y'all. Y'all see that? So we're going to keep praying for our girl. She got some good news that's going to come out in it. You know what I'm saying? So let's hold her down. And look, secrets come out. That card is fair and to the point. Something hidden in the rough will be revealed, okay? Y'all see that? And this was top of the deck, bottom of the deck, right? This is when you, this is the card of, your long-term view, all the things that you work hard for. This is her putting in the work for Mob Radio and how she comes forward, right? Her money, her finances, her pentacles. And she's diligent in, her investments, okay? So, also some secrets will come out about some finances and money, y'all. I guess we just got to wait and see, okay? But it looks like on the upright, she's going to be able to hold on to what she's built, all right? So let's keep Millie in our prayers in that regard, all right? Because guess what? Who wouldn't be stressed with all this, right? So let's see. It look like, a little something, but she gonna have some things. It's gonna be like give and take. Some things gonna work out, right? Let's pull a few of these cards right here. So, okay. Get a few message calls from her. And then somebody said, ask about Kelsey before we go too. I'm going to add. Okay. All right, so let's see what one. All right, let's see. Let's see. Let's get a piece for her. Put a case from the light off. And now we're going to take it. Okay. Let's see, baby. That's what I wanted to see. I said, miss this for Milagro, and what's her outcome, right? So we got red flags, which she knew, warning signs, ignored intuition, potential trouble. She knew better on certain energy. Yes, right? Listen, fake flex, pretending wealth, showing off borrowed luxury, deceptive bragging, rich on Instagram, but broke in real life. That's funny. This is the energy of unbothered. All right? Keep pushing, Millie. Peace despite chaos, calm attitude, detachment from negativity, not my drama, right? When you see the energy of that fake flex, though, that's more of like her reporting the news and the energy of girl being mad on how things are portrayed or how she felt like allegedly she portrayed her, right? So I see that, but she pushing through in a peaceful attitude, even through the the mental chaos and the stress of it all. But guess what? Look what our girl got. Influencer status, baby. Social recognition, online fame, power to influence, swipe up. All right. So she got it. She, like I said, she's gonna be able to hold on to some things and her bounce back. She will bounce back. I love that for Millie. You see that? So resilience after setbacks, recovering quickly, determination to rise again. Can't keep our girl down. All right. Go, Millie. So, hey, prayers to you, girl. Keep going. Hold your motherfucking head up. All right. And keep pushing forward, baby girl. Point blank, period. All right, let's get the energy. First, I want to say congratulations, Millie, girl. I'm so happy for your outcome, and congratulations to new media, because that really does matter. And so I'm real happy that everything worked out. And again, we're gonna get into the reading, but to me, to have to spend on Meg's end $2 million for a case to only walk away with that little amount. And I know people saying, well, her legal fees, all the things. Listen, it's still, to me, worked out in for Millie, as well as her. Not only, I feel like, Wendy Williams walked so Tasha K could run. And so, Tasha K ran so Millie can have her a sprint, baby. Okay. And I'm liking it because that, that is a part of history that happened yesterday and deemed that. So that's really good. Shout out to the Exotic Tea Blog, because I'm going to do their clip. Shout out to ABC News. Okay. And again, to Armand. All right. And so we're going to start with Millie's cards first, too. And I just wanted to say and be clear, one thing about this whole thing and how it played out. If you get a chance to go back, if y'all go and watch Armand Wiggins, and shout out to Armand, how he covered it again was phenomenal. I love how he does his thing. He does do his big one. But he talked about Meg's character in there, how he was able to really see it play out. And, again, if you've been watching me, I am so big on character and loyalty, and it's probably because I'm a Leo sun. You get what I'm saying? But nothing bothers me more than for millions of people to feel like it's okay to have bad character, not be held accountable for your actions, how you are, who you are to your so-called quote unquote friends and quote unquote even partner or somebody you're dealing with. You know, I just can't get with it. I don't have no respect for it on no level. This is free speech. You know, that's the country that we live in. If that's the case, you know, with the situation with Jimmy Kimmel, you see they had to retract that back and take him right back to the air, okay? Because in just one more second, Disney was finna be belly up. Let's be clear, okay? So to me, it's kind of like, you know, same soup, different bowl. You can't, just because somebody ain't on your bandwagon or because of how you feel, I don't got to feel how you feel. I feel how I feel. And it is what it is. That's just life. That's a part of life. You know, we all have opinions. We agree to disagree. And trust me, I don't feel any type of way for anybody who is listening and they side with me. I'm the type of person you side with who you side with. I'm just speaking my personal, you know, thoughts. And I'm so happy for Millie. So again, congratulations to her. And one thing I do know about life, it's always funny how them tables will do what? They do just like that and they start turning, okay? And another thing, you know, when you feel like you gotta win or something, life got a funny way, baby, coming right on up through there and karma shows up, don't it? So, with all that being said, let's not wait any longer. Let's get into these cards, okay? So, let's start with Millie first. All right? Because I know she is glad that this is behind her. Okay? And let's clear the energy. Liking it for her though. Oh, Millie, baby. That's good. Okay. All right, so. This is Milagro, okay, guys? So let's get into it, baby. I got all kind of new stones and stuff, like, and new decks, y'all. It's just been a lot of fun, okay? I promise. So we're going to start with, I like this new deck, y'all. I'm loving this, okay? So we're going to use all of them. Okay. Let me take a little sip. My little drink. I had to get me a little something to eat. I've been at this all day. And trust me, I still got to get y'all zodiac messages and lucky numbers. I got a long way to go. After I do this, I'm going to do Sydney Sweeney and Zendaya's cards. And then I'm going to go do dinner and I'm going to come back. We're going to go live at some point this week, okay? So let's get the energy around Milagro. And what's to come? Okay, I'm just clearing the cards. She's a Libra sun. Let's see, Milagro. Okay. I'll take that. Thank you. Oh, they're just popping out, ain't they? Conglomerate. Yeah, it is raining out here. These over here, real. It's been like that for days and cold. The weather is so cold. It's crazy. Thank you, Sarah. Okay. Extra messages for Milagro. Wow. Okay, wow. Extra messages for Milagro. Kind of found out so we can add any extra messages for Milagro. Extra messages for her. Wow, a lot. We'll take it. Okay, okay. All right, let's see what's up with Millie. Let's unpack. So that popped out. Let's stack those up that way, and then we'll do it like that. Okay? Some of them already came out. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do this card, this deck too, as well. But we're gonna just start with this one. So the current energy, current past, all right. When it comes to Millie, the death card is here and it's in reverse. And again, the reason why the death card is here and it's in reverse is because it's the end of a chapter, finally. When I say she's so glad that this shit over with and she glad to move forward and move on to new and bigger and better things, it's the end of a cycle, okay? So it's time, you know, she just like, oh, thank God, it's over with, all right? It's about a release, goodbye, moving on, letting go, and walking away from this chapter, all right? When I say she moving forward and she's just like, you know what? I am, this is taking her through a lot, you know, emotionally, mentally, the whole shebang, okay? So this is a situation where it's a new chapter that she's moving past and walking away from, okay? Also, when you see that Hermit card, this is about, again, you know, her coming in the future, she's going to be separating herself from different things. You know, it could be even separating from the topics of, you know, Meg or just anything. But she is also not only grateful that this chapter is over, but it's also a time for her to go within, for her to kind of renew, you know, re-strategize. She is going to be experiencing a lot of different things, especially with the death card here. It's spiritual awakenings and transformations for her. This has taught her a lot of lessons, okay? So Milagro has went through a lot of lessons in the process of this, okay? And, you know, this is just bringing in more wisdom and, you know, allowing her to come back stronger and just for her to recharge and hit the reset button. And like I said, re-strategize. So right now, going within and, you know, taking more time out with her family, you know, as well as she gets ready to move forward into a new cycle in a new direction, okay? When you see that 10 of Wands, it's like, ooh, it has been a hell of a struggle, you know, going forward, even with the financial situation of her having to pay the debts, you know, things like that. And it's due to the cause of, again, the situation, you know, Tory Lanez being a part of this whole situation. You know, it's like this whole situation just was a hell of a situation that she dealt with. And it's just all right here in the cards. And it's shining a light on things, okay? So it's like we're getting to see all of the things that have come out, and it's going to be more things that come out, all right? Now, this situation right here when you see the tower, it's like it could be a negative card, but in her situation, she's already experienced that. So she feels like in the energy of this tower moment with this King of Wands, this energy lets me know too that as she pushes forward and through whatever people consider like this loss for her, because it's not a loss, but it's interesting because now when you look at it, it's like, okay, well, why is this sun right here like this in reverse? Because some things finna come out quickly. And some things are going to come down the pipeline quickly. And it's going to be some things that's going to create with this King of Wands. All right? That's in reverse. This King of Wands could be in reverse because, number one, Tory Lanez is a fire sign. He's a Leo sun. But it's also, I hate to say it, guys, but this could also represent Roc Nation, Jay-Z, the powers that be. And at the end of the day, it's going to be some things and some light shine down on some situations and, you know, things that have been done underhandedly. But he is headed towards a tower moment coming towards the future. Remember, Saturn has went direct right now. Happened a few days ago. And let me just say this. When Saturn goes direct, karma begins. It starts now. So the decisions that were made to bring this case, which I feel like is targeted to Milagro, okay, the little bitty coins or the little whatever, just to say in the forefront of the public eye, to the news, sun in reverse, you know, all of those things that it was a win, it's not a win, okay? Because you can clearly see that whatever y'all seeing in the, you know, public eye as a win is about to come down the pipeline. And the truth is about to start coming out and things are about to start to unravel. And it's crazy because I'm like, I just be needing to sit here and unpack sometimes because when you see the cards, the messages be the messages. You just got to, you know, they'll just start to come to you. And it just came to me in the energy of spirit. Jay-Z on his way. And I'm going to say this. This is what I hate the most, y'all. And I know a lot of people dislike him, but to me, personally, he's the GOAT. Like, when I say I'm a fan and I love him, but I have not been more disappointed in the way that he been handling things and handling business. I just, it's been heartbreaking for me to watch because I didn't expect for him, out of all people, to handle things in the way that he's handled things, you know? I just expect so much more from him. He just, the music, the message, is like he gets it. The knowledge he has, but the way he operates, it's been a lot of things that ain't been right and underhanded, okay? Listen, the toxic ways, the underhanded, this was done wrong. Even this court case, like the people that were part of this, the judge allegedly, all those people, man, listen, you can see it, underhanded, right? And it's almost like when you see that, it's crazy because it's like, with this toxicity here, the devil, the illusions, all the things, the underhanded workings, all of that, right? It's like with that Two of Swords, it's the blindfold energy, you know, like things that we see that are hidden, you know, and him avoiding this situation of, and even in how to handle business dealings. Listen, it's coming out, y'all. The Chariot is here. And it's going, in this tower, the way this thing gonna come out, it's gonna move as we close out this 9 year and we move into the new season of that 2026, y'all gonna see some forward motion. And it's gonna be some things that's gonna come out. You hear me? Listen, all the conflicts, all the fights, gonna bring some type of real legal situations gonna come down the pipeline for them. I hate to say it, but it's on the way. It's here in the messages. You can see it. That's crazy. He gonna be facing more things gonna be coming out court case wise. Cause the chariot in reverse can represent, that can represent somebody being, locked up. But in reverse mean this energy is gonna move faster than you know. And baby, look, the fight, the conflict, they trying to avoid it, but it's coming. It's coming. That's crazy. I didn't even expect to see that. And look, all these different choices that they could have made differently. But the greed, the power, the control brought it all forward. But it's like money issues. He experiencing downfall in money issues. But the energy that you brought towards Millie, the energy that you brought towards, the injustice against Tory, it's right here. Baby, we gonna see some things unfold as we go into the new season. That's a fact, Jack. Finessing the system, So we asking about Millie, and it's like this thing finna unfold after this situation went down. It's like the karma clock hit on overload just that quick. Let's see what's ahead for her. They came all out in hundreds, baby. You know what? Let's do that other one too. Let's see what's ahead. It's like her situation, guys. It's like it kicked off the karma clock. Like it started. Because if you look at things, we just left out of Mercury retrograde. So this been an ongoing situation when Saturn went, direct at the earlier the year, right? So this is when we found out, Meg's suing her. So now we're in a situation where the court case got in gear. It got in motion. So it's been happening all year long, right? And then when Saturn went in retrograde in Pisces is about relationships, emotions, and of course we see Meg being in her feelings about Tory. It is what it is. You can call a thing. Retrograde brings things back. So now the court case comes back to get closed out. And it closes out the day that Saturn goes direct. You can't make it up. And it's like karma clock starts now. Ain't that crazy? We're going to pull through, and then I'm going to pull from that other deck. What's ahead for Millie? Damn. That's wild. They got some things going ahead, y'all. Y'all gonna see. I've been reading on this stuff, and it seems like as I go forward, it ain't been too far off the grid. Everything been lining up, just what we saying. What I've been, what the cards say. Okay, we said 3. There go her 3. Her same message. She moving on. You see that? Healing. And then this is the money situation. That Six of Pentacles is about generosity and support, okay? So this is the debt, But she just like, I'm so glad it's over with. It's time to move forward, So she creating ways to come up with how she gonna deal with that So let's pull from this deck right here. And we're going to get some T cards. And then we're going to go on and see what's up with, what's the outcome with your girl. So let's do it. I like this new deck too. So let's get it. Sign. Let's see. I love this new deck. It's so dope. Let's get it. Oh my God. Damn, the whole situation came out. We ain't even get the Meg's yet. Get into it. Milagro''s. Let's get it. Milagro''s. Milagro''s to come for her spirit. It's to come. Let's see. Come for her. Milagro''s. Bieber sign. Okay. Thank you, spirit. It's to come for Millie. Shit going on. I hope Beyonce all right. We gotta do a update reading on her. Gotta be an update on the queen, baby. That Rock Nation shit looking a mess right now. Did not think that. Damn. They coming towards some stuff. That's a tower moment ahead for him in that whole business. Yeah. All right, thank you, spirit. I'm pretty Millie. Okay, let's see what's up with our girl. Yes, boo. Okay, so ahead for Millie, because we see the current situation and what's unfolding, right? So what's ahead for her, y'all, and I love to see this, it's like her angels, her ancestors, her spirit guides, they coming in, okay? It's like she's finding the balance. She is a Libra sun, but when Temperance shows up, it's about the balance of it all, right? And so it's like, you know, she's gonna finally meet this place of harmony, you know. She's gonna find the balance and find peace as she moves forward, all right, into her new cycle, because we're heading into a new year. Let's not forget that. We're closing out this 9-year. So that's really good to see her move forward in a balanced energy and temperance. And again, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides are working behind the scenes, and they are moving on her behalf. And it's going to bring balance to her, okay? The moon, again, I said it, it's going to be some secrets. It's going to be some situations. It's going to be some things to come out, okay? So, you know, she's going to be working through, again, finding a balance, moving through her energy of any blocked intuition. Like I said, she's moving on from a place of, moving into a place of healing. It's like she closed out this chapter that's just been, riding her back, okay? But you're going to see the deception come out, all right? You're going to see the illusions that have been, I said it, I can't make the messes up, of things been playing in y'all face. Things are not what they seem. Just like yesterday, it's a win. It's an illusion. I'm telling you. Because look, the conflict, 5 of Swords. And you're going to see, as she finds the balance, all of these things are going to come to the forefront, all right? The conflict you're going to see, the sacrificing, because you're going to see some people take some L's in this new season going forward for the people that, or the powers that be that came against her. It was a reason why this case had to happen. It was a reason, okay? It's a plot twist, and you're going to see it play out in y'all face. I promise. It's just a matter of time, okay? Because again, like I said, they didn't play by the rules. These cards say not by the rules. Listen, it's going to be an offer. You know, one thing about Millie, she hardworking. So again, she re-strategizing, she putting in the work, she coming back to work. And when she does, she's going to be focused. She's going to be strategic. You get what I'm saying? She's going to be persistent in how she moves. And, you know, one thing about her, she's unapologetic in who she is. So as she moves forward, you know, it's going to be blessings. People are going, again, angels, ancestors, spirit guides are here. So pouring into her so she can, you know, experience some type of form of financial relief. It's going to be an offer. It's going to be some things to come and help her. Okay? Her defense team also did a great job. And you can see it. Again, forward planning, moving forward. She's charting the course ahead, okay? She don't even have new opportunities coming her way after, you know, going through this, believe it or not, okay? But she's discovering more ways of doing things. And she's really, really, you know, planning ahead and getting ready for, you know, her new chapter and how she gonna handle her mob radio and even her brand and who she is. But she got some new opportunities even coming her way, okay? When you see that 2 5s with that 5 of Wands, you know, you still got people who feel like, you know, against her in some way, you know, personality clashes, like they feel like, well, you know, she shouldn't have came against Meg. But for the most part, that's why it's that 5 of Wands, because you got some people that feel this way, but you got a lot of people who are in support of her. She got a lot of people who, you know, believe in her and stand on her stance on how she views things, okay? So we'll see, you know, that play itself out as well. But again, the very important thing is that Temperance is here to bring the balance on all of that, all right? Again, no matter what, she's standing in her strength, and I like to see it, okay? One thing about this is like she's moving from in that Temperance energy and standing in her personal power, okay? I said that in her other cards. She's bringing in a lot of wisdom. She's gaining it in this energy, especially with that. So spiritual awakenings too in this energy and this transit for Millie, all right? So she's moving forward strong and standing on business, okay? Listen, it's going to be some help. You see that King of Coins? She got help on the way, okay? Whether to help her with what she could be worried about. What's you know, the things that is hidden that she's like, okay, how I'm gonna take care of this bill? It's coming. And another thing is interesting because she got Summer Solstice energy, you know? And this is the pinnacle of success, all right? So we don't even see just within a few weeks the outpouring of, you know, look, 6 of Wands. I can't make it up. Congratulations. Didn't we say congratulations, Millie? Congratulations, boo. You know, it's a victory on your end. But in a few weeks, this help is going to come. It's going to help ease this. So we're going to start to see some of that debt get, you know, it's going to be help on the way to remove that. Whatever they said was owed in court, okay? But again, you know, she was going to move forward and continuing to be successful, okay? She's going to be celebrating life, all right? And as she moves into by the summertime, this financial situation should be behind her, okay? New achievements, new success, all the good things. I love to see it. Go, Millie. Okay, boo. All right. So let's move into, we see her cards. Let's move into Meg now. All right. I like what we got, so let's stick with that. And let's move into Miss Megan Thee Stallion. All right, let's see what's ahead for her. Well, she came out in Millie cards, so let's see, child. We finna find out right now. Let's see what's to come. Wow. Clear the deck. Cheyenne came out in Millie cards. Okay. It's a current energy right now. That's her current energy. Stallion. Came out in the conglomerates. Okay. Current energy. Thank you, Spirit. That came right out. Current energy. Extra methods. Extra methods, Spirit. Ooh, they coming. That's too many damn there, but what the hell, y'all? Let's see what's up. Damn. Okay. Let me move these over here. So that way we can have some more room to put. She got quite a few messages. This top and the bottom, so I'm gonna slide those right there, okay, guys? Because we gotta make room. It was like a lot of messages came out for her. It's interesting. So we're gonna line these up, move these down. This was extra. And this is the other two decks, okay? We'll put that there. And we'll put this one on top of that one. Making room, okay? All right. And let's see. Damn. Shit. Okay. I have to do it like that. Okay, so let's see what's her current energy and what's ahead, baby. And you know what? It's crazy because they're coming up. The messages that kind of came out in regards, some of them was, you know, what came out with Millie, which let you know that what I'm reading is just accurate, you know? Okay. Listen. Let's get on with it, because you sure can't make the messages up, baby. So, let's unpack. All right. So, the first card, right? That's crazy. We got for Meg is the Knight of Pentacles. in reverse. All right. And that's interesting because when you see that, it's like a clear answer for what just went on with this court case. You know, it's over with. But at the end of the day, everything about this court case was about the money, right? It was about the OWO. And this just confirms and solidifies that she didn't do this for all the right reasons. You get what I'm saying? She didn't bring this case to the courthouse because she felt, you know, it was, you know, justice needed to be whatever in her way. This was done recklessly, underhandedly, upset about, you know, all the wrong reasons to bring this money situation forward. And it's funny because even though, you know, they're saying she won, it's right here. It ain't no win. Okay? Because when you see a knight, first of all, you want to always see a king on the table when it comes to that bread, when it comes to OWO, right? Knight is just a worker, still, at the end of the day. And with them pentacles in reverse, it's about the money that you set out to get and it still was unsuccessful. So if you sued or you spent $2 million, you still upside down. Tower moment is here. It came up in Milagro'S cards. But the way that it was set in her, you know, the way I read the cards, it wasn't her tower. This her tower. Remember I said karma starts, kicked off December 1st, really a couple days before that. But the karma clock starts now, baby. So y'all about to watch her crash to a tower. That's a fact. Also, with that tower right here, going into this Empress energy, we remember when we looked at the transits, Jupiter is in Cancer. So she may be getting pregnant very quickly, okay? If she's not already pregnant, we can see pregnancy is in the cards and it's on the way, okay? But this is also a tower coming in regards to her abundance, okay? But this is about fertility and motherhood. So don't be surprised, which is what she need to do quickly. Because I'm telling you, baby, as far as the career, the money, and how she moving, you can see right there, it's a no-go. So she going to be moving quickly in this direction. So we probably see her getting pregnant really quickly and really soon. Okay? Judgment is here. I can't make the messages up. Oh my God, I'm finna just move up out of here, I promise. Listen. Judgment is here. And it's going to come quickly. With that 8 of Wands. Look, the tower here. It's coming faster than you think. All of what you did out of hastiness, pettiness, jealousy, all the things you brought down, you're going to regret the decision you made to bring this case. I promise it's right here. She finna go have to sit down. Look, that Hermit in reverse. She want to go in isolation, but she ain't going to be able to hide. She not. She finna see karma play out. Wow. She wants to try to move on from her past. Look at that. Desperately. The mental stress of it all. But you brought that upon yourself. It's in the cards. She don't want that man to see the truths about her. But her money problems, the truth is here. She finna have to start to plan and, put her money to the side wisely. She better get more into whatever that man is or who she say is her, what is it, a guardian or whatever. She better get into her funds. Because she about to, look, it starts now with this. By the time she experienced this, she ain't gonna even want the money that Milagro owe her. Because she gonna wish she ain't even do this shit. She gonna try to move forward. You know, looking ahead. Try to make some decisions to, you know, work on new projects because the money gonna be funny. But look, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You always want to see that in the upright. If this was truly a win, guys, this wouldn't be this in this position. This is about bad investments, missed chances, instability. And look, she got both karma cards in the damn thing. Judgment. Because people finna see the truth of what you did and who you are and how you handle things. And justice is here. It's coming. Justice represents karma, accountability, integrity. Didn't I say that? I said it. I can't make it up. If I could make these cards up, I would. And guess what? Your karma coming out and most secrets. Look at the moon in reverse. Is that not the craziest cards to be right beside each other? Your karma is about to be revealed, baby. Her karma begins now. You better hurry up and get up under that man fast as she can. I'm talking about quick, fast, and a hurry because this tower on the way. Secrets coming out, deception, the way you play this game. Look at that, soul family. Gonna leave you juggling and struggling. Chaos. Y'all saw Blueface already came out saying something. I'm gonna play that too. Shout out to DJ Academics. Also on his clip that I'm gonna play from him. More and more stuff gonna come out. The things you trying to hide because of all the mess you brought upon. I'm telling you. And I ain't no hater. I'm just reading the cards. I already said how I felt before it started. But baby. Look. This was like extra cards that I pulled. You see that death card with that page of pentacles? So page of pentacles in reverse with the death card in the upright. So news about that money, baby. The losses are here. And y'all saw, look. And y'all saw that she got two karma cards, justice and judgment. It's coming down heavily. I keep saying it, and people be like, "Oh, she a hater." Oh, I'm not no hater. No, not nowhere near by far. I just see the truth, and I see people for who they are. And when they full of shit, I'm just gonna always call a thing a thing. I ain't in no position to be judging or nothing. That ain't my story, baby. I'm just an intuitive, and I can just kind of see and read. But then when I touch them cards, it tells a story. And they so far ain't been far off the grid. I said Millie was gonna have to deal with stuff, but something's gonna come out of it to work out in her favor. New media, we hear. Small amount to have to pay, we hear. And guess what? She gonna have help there coming to help her get out of it. So let's Check this. We get some extra cards on me. Let's do the T cards, honey. Child. Let's go on so we can get out. This is the update, but thought y'all would like to know and hear and see. We're gonna clear these and then we're gonna ask extra messages, but this is for Meg, okay? So Meg, the Stallion. Baby, she gotta hurry up and get up under that man and marry him quickly, baby. And don't stall. If you go back to the first reading that I did of Tory Lanez, I said that'd be the best thing for her because he is the blessing that's in her life. Because, baby, all this that you done brought upon yourself, you did this to yourself. And everybody want to play crazy. One thing about us, we got selective memory, don't we? We let people play in our face and go along with the bullshit. It's crazy. Went on, what's her name? Gayle King told Boldface lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit, lying. And then people like, oh, she's a victim. Just stop. I'm for real victims. I stand on that. I respect. I'm for the women. I'm for mothers. All of the things. But when you sit there and just lie like that and put somebody in and locked up for no reason, because of your character, you are an alcoholic, you inebriated, your promiscuity, Blueface out of all people. Sure. What academics say, he like them dirty. He like them where they look like they, not even look like they need to be, they need to have BV, they need to have disease, they need to have all the things, right? It's crazy. Now look, these are her cards, guys, and these are messy cards, okay? But it's interesting because this is what we just read in the messages. So I just, it's in no real particular order when you see T cards. But hey, what's the first thing I said? That's like Blueface, but it's going to be more of that. Spilling the beans, revealing secrets, cats out the bag, untrustworthy. That's her energy. I can't make the messages up. And y'all seeing me throw them and deal them, right? Okay, so more things will be coming out. Light bulb moments, sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness. I said this is the time where she gonna really wish the moment has come. Light bulb off. I wish I did not make the decision to do none of this, because look at the outcome and what's gonna happen behind what I did. Throwing hands, disagreements, hostility and animosity, conflict and fighting. Conflicts are ahead, whichever way they look like. Shook, plot twists, unexpected events, sudden change. Ain't that tower moment I said that I spoke of? It's coming. She can't stop it. Listen, one thing about karma, I cannot stress it enough. And one thing about astrology and the planetary alignment, baby, it aligns. The planet's always on point. You can't beat heaven. One thing my chief say in Ifa, when I get frustrated about situations and things that I feel like, why this ain't happening fast enough? It ain't right. It ain't fair. He say, it ain't up to you. Heaven sees everything. And heaven gonna handle it better than any way that you possibly can. Heaven got its own timing. You ain't time. Saturn is time and Chronos. What you thought? My yearning, missing someone, reminiscing. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Tory allegedly. Because you brought all this grief upon a situation when you know what? Slay. succeeding, on point and killing it, dominating the competition. That's how it looked. That's how she was feeling yesterday when the headlines, quote unquote, said, hey, she won. But look at this. Lipstick evidence, infidelity, caught cheating, betrayal. Betrayal in that situation, I'm telling you. She didn't tell the truth. If she didn't tell the truth about the other things, y'all know she didn't tell the truth. Sneaky link. Wasn't that what she was doing behind Kelsey back? Hidden lover, low-key situationship, side piece. These cards is a trip, ain't they? Look, morning after, up all night, late night rendezvous, spending the night. This is so funny. And look, tea time, gossiping, spreading rumors and drama. You know what? Need I say more? Okay, as y'all can see, the truth is in the cards. All right. And that's just what it is. So, as y'all can see ahead, what's going to be going on. This is the current update for Milagro'S and for Meg'S Stallion. Ain't no need to really pull on Tori because all of it just showed up and came out. You get what I'm saying? And it's going to be a tower moment. So, with him showing up in reverse like that is because, of course, he's locked up now. But when that chariot is upright, it's going to be some things that shake. Heaven gonna shake. Jupiter is in Cancer and gonna be in Cancer till next year this time. So we're gonna see some things turn around and some shocking moments. So y'all buckle y'all seatbelts and get ready for the ride. And just remember to come back to this reading and reference as y'all see things play out, you know, going forward from what, like yesterday with the verdict coming in, as well as a couple days before that on out, going into the new year. Again, we're closing out this 9 cycle. But as you can see, Karma is going to do her big one. So, I love y'all. Peace and love, soul family. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and listen up. I'll see you guys in the next one. And again, you know, hey, it is what it is. I always read the cards. So, see y'all soon. We're going to be Tamar up next, Candy up next, and then all y'all zodiac signs, all right? Peace and love. See y'all. Thanks for watching the Calming Corner Show. Peace and love, soul family. And I'll see you guys in the next one.